Welcome to Conversations, Cocktails, and Connections. I'm Amy Hester.
And I am Emily Reeves.
And today we are going to have when I'm in charge of the drinks, it's kind of not as special. I feel like you do such a better job at researching, but I'm going to say what we're having is an Arnold Palmer. Now, an Arnold Palmer is typically non-alcoholic, but since we're alcoholics, we'll be adding alcohol. I'm totally winging this. I did read a little bit about it, and most Spiked Arnold Palmer drinks have bourbon. I was expecting to possibly put vodka in it, but I went ahead and just said we're just gonna do bourbon because we do like bourbon.
We like the boozy drinks.
We like the bourbon. So we're gonna mix it in here first, and then we'll pour it in. Mm-hmm. It does have iced tea, which the reason we were doing iced tea is because it's so freaking hot, and it's kind of a refreshing drink, and it also has lemonade. So we're gonna do half and half tea. I'm just gonna do 1 cup because it's probably gonna be too much, but and then the other cup of lemonade, and that's unsweetened iced tea, by the way, because the lemonade is gonna be pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go ahead and stir that in here just because it's fun. And this pretty little mixer that Emily bought on the Amazon.
I do love some Amazon shopping. Okay. And my bar mat to keep it all clean.
Oh yes, she bought a bar mat. We're in a real bar, guys.
Maybe one day.
Man, I really do want to go to a bar and stand behind, like not work there necessarily because I have a job, but I would love to pretend to be the bar person. And like, honestly, I've always wanted to be in a bar and like take the glass and like shoot it all the way down the bar. Wouldn't that be kind of fun?
I've done
be
that.
Okay if
I've done that not soberly. It doesn't. the shot glass smashed against the back wall. It was.
Did you get in trouble? Did you get kicked out?
Well, it's a long story.
Maybe. Okay, so I did do half and half, and I am going to go ahead and just pour it in here.
Leaving room for the bourbon?
Yep. Into the ice. Okay, and then bourbon. Oh my goodness, this is going to be delicious. We're going to do an ounce. Ooh, that might be a lot. Where's the ounce? Here we go. It actually might be a lot. We'll just do it.
Ooh, that might not fit in the glass.
Yeah, well. Okay. Deliciousness in a glass. Oh, it smells so good. Have I told you the story how much I like? We've talked about this.
I don't know that we have.
I love the smell of bourbon.
I feel like you're about to like put it up to your lips and just take a swig.
No, I promise I won't do that. Because of the hot toddies. I told you that, I think.
Oh, yeah. We did talk about hot toddies.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about them on air.
But, I mean, I don't know if I've actually had a hot toddy, but when I was a kid, my great-grandmother would say, if you had a sore throat, you would mix whiskey. I mean, it was literally a spoonful, so it was, don't call DHS or anything. Anyway.
Way past time.
Yeah. And so that's it. And we're going to add a little lemon for the shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And fun.
Straws.
And a little straw.
All right.
Arnold Palmer Spiked.
Cheers.
With bourbon. What is our bourbon? What is that brand?
This is Bullet Bourbon. It's good all-purpose bourbon.
Good. Bullet.
It's one that we like to buy. I mean, you know.
We dodged a bullet
it's
today.
It's good for mixing drinks and such.
With no mistakes as far as spills so far. So that's good.
I mean, we're not done.
It's good. Do you like it? I really do. It's very.
I like a bourbon drink.
Yeah, it's very good.
I like a boozy drink.
Well, and honestly, and I've told you this before because I do like to make tea really strong, but I personally did not make this one. I like to make tea super strong for mixing cocktails. It'll be darker, there's more caffeine, and just more enhanced. But this one's really good.
Yeah.
Really refreshing. So I want to tell you guys about a purchase I bought today, and I'm going to show you. I picked it up from Williams-Sonoma. And the reason I have a story behind why, anyway, it's Craft House it's just like a little mixing set, and because we're adding to our little bar.
Yep.
Stuff.
We're each building our own home bar situations.
But look how pretty these glasses are. There's 2 glasses in this set and a mixing, basically a little mixer thing, kind of like this, and a julep strainer, which I didn't know that was even a thing because we have had mint juleps. I didn't know that.
We haven't.
Oh, what's the difference in a mint julep and a mint?
And a mojito?
Mojito. What's in a mint julep?
I don't know.
We should look into that.
I don't know.
Maybe we should make that
But
our next cocktail.
I think a mint julep might have vodka and a mojito is rum.
Do we have mint julep cups?
Yes. Yes, we do. We've got...
Totally make those.
I inherited those from my mom.
I love mint julep cup. Okay. Anyway, so how pretty is this? Okay, I do love them. It's great. So I went to the front desk to buy them. They were on sale. And it actually ended up being an additional sale once I got to the register, so bonus.
Nice.
But I asked the ladies there, and I said, can I buy single glasses because there's only 2 glasses? And I was like, well, I at least need 4 to 6, just to have a set if I'm trying to make my bar and have a cute glasses or whatever. So they go online, and she tells me, and I did not know this, but she's like, yes, we have them. And I said, well, let me go look online. I don't know what I need. And she's like, but we can order this online for you. And she said, just call here and I can run your card over the phone. And she's like, we don't get commission or anything. But so in order to keep the business open, they need the credit.
Oh.
So she was like, we will get some kind of points or something for purchasing even from online. And I didn't think about it because it was
as long as it goes through the store.
Yes. And I think they might be struggling a little bit, even though I know it's a corporate thing. We do love our eggshells over here. Anyway, I will definitely, if I buy more, I'm going to go through them just because they have to work too, because it was 2 ladies. They were very kind, and they want to keep their jobs. So I thought that was something fun to share.
Again, it's kind of the buy local thing.
Yeah.
That's still buying local, supporting local economy.
So one more thing I purchased that I have to share because it's kind of bougie. But a couple of episodes ago, we talked about this book that was, what was the cocktails? It's
Fancy AF cocktails. Yeah. So
the first thing I opened to is a drink with a diamond ice cube mold. Williams-Sonoma. I was like, that is so fun. I mean, I don't think I would ever have found this, but when I saw it, I was like, I have to have it.
Of course.
So we're going to have to make a cocktail with diamond molds.
Yeah, we'll get those in the freezer.
I mean, is that not hilarious? So anyway, I thought that was pretty fun.
That's great.
They had a sale, and I just wanted to share that purchasing something from Williams-Sonoma locally, even though you're doing it online, they'll be sure to help you over the phone.
That's good.
I'm excited about our guest.
Yes. Who's our guest?
So our guest is Aimee-Claire, Aimee-Claire Feland. She is an esthetician, and I've heard just wonderful things about her. I'm so excited. I actually have not had a facial from her, but I want to have a facial from her. I've been following her for a long time on social media, and I look forward to hearing what all she has to say about what the esthetician, how they're handling COVID.
Yeah.
How, because they're a little bit closer contact than we are as hairstylists.
For sure, yeah.
I'm anxious to see what products she's using.
Well, I'm anxious to meet her and hear about her. And, yeah, so she's here in Little Rock?
She's here in Little Rock.
Okay.
And she is at Dr. Shoemake's office in Little Rock.
All right.
I think their clinic is called like the Skin Retreat.
Okay.
Yeah, the Skin Retreat.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm anxious to hear about that.
Well, good.
So anyway.
Let's do it.
Okay, cheers. Let's meet Aimee-Claire. Welcome,
it is exciting.
Aimee-Claire. I mean, it's easy for me to say. It is hyphenated, Aimee-Claire.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. Yeah, I love that.
like a true Southern girl, you must be from the South, right?
Very Southern. My mom's from New Orleans, so I even got the French Aimee.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I love the spelling. It's so different.
I love the spelling, and I love a hyphenated name.
Well, so the Skin Retreat is what you guys are called, correct?
Correct.
And Dr. Shoemake is
The best.
I have not ever, well, I haven't had, probably need some plastic surgery really soon, but I haven't had anything done except for my boobs done a long time ago, which I would totally take them out. I'm just saying.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, I would take them out in a second. And I've actually had consultations to try to do it, but I'm just not ready to be put under yet. So I'm just going to wait for that someday. But Emily is meeting you for the first time.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you're an esthetician at the Skin Retreat.
Yes.
Tell us about what all you do there.
I do facials and I do brows, but my facials are not the pampering feel good. I include as much massage and relaxation as I can. And I include that in the more medical things that I do, like Clear and Brilliance, like a baby laser facial. I did one today, and I still have, the lavender towels and all that.
Wow.
But my facials are goal-oriented, focused, serious facials.
Yeah. How are you handling the COVID situation with being so close to somebody? Like, how is that? I mean, we struggle a little bit. I mean, we're further away but you're kind of on top of somebody. So how do you handle that?
Well, as a cosmetologist, we had, I think in Arkansas, it's 80 hours of training on sanitation to get your license. In Louisiana, where I'm from, it's even more. So I'm already in a medical facial room, dousing everything with barbicide, cavicide, between every appointment, sterilizing everything, washing my hands 8 million times a day. And so other than keeping the mask on 100% of the time, everything's the same.
Wow.
People get screened at the check-in with their temperature, where they've traveled, things like that. But I was already hyper paranoid about germs. So.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to be, I think. I mean, I went to somewhere today. I went to a gym today where I'm doing kind of like a little private, semi-private little training session. Mm-hmm. There's not many people around, and he was saying today, I don't know, maybe you guys, I haven't even heard this, but that you don't have to do temperature checks anymore. Did you hear that?
I did not hear. We are.
I mean, we're still going to. I mean, I'm going to continue to do it.
Just for safety. You hear from the Department of Health that you don't have to, I would continue to do it. It was something else.
I don't remember what he said. Anyway, when I left, I was kind of like, I'm going to look into this a little further. But, yeah, I mean, I've seen online where they've made some of these like little plexiglass things that might cover a face, which honestly, is it really, can you do that? I mean, no way. I just don't see how that's going to be like a comfortable thing at all. I mean, I follow you. I've been following you for a long time, and I want to get a facial so badly.
Please. I mean, I live for giving people facials. It was hard. The hardest part was being shut down. I got a second maternity leave. That was great. I have a 9-month-old, but you miss your people. I'm sure you went through the same thing. Like, what's going on in their lives?
I struggled with like just worrying about people going to go to these people that are doing it when they're not supposed to be doing it from their house. Yeah. And when somebody actually tells me a name of somebody, I'm like, fuck, they're going to get there somehow. And I found one out the other day, and I was just like, are you kidding me right now? Just it makes me mad because all you do is sit and worry about somebody going somewhere else and then not returning to you because they liked that person in their garage or something. Sorry. Sorry.
That's the universe clearing the way because you don't need to be with that person if they're happy with the person in their garage.
I know. But what is your most popular service that you do?
The trophy wife.
I like the name.
What is that?
It's a facial. It's a microdermabrasion or dermaplaning where we shave the vellus hair and dead skin with a number 10 scalpel blade, followed by an oxygen infusion of, it's a pressurized oxygen machine that infuses hyaluronic acid serum with custom blended vitamins and other goodies, depending on what your skin needs, deep, deep, deep into the skin. So it's a big drink of vitamin water for your skin, but you get the glass-like finish to your skin. It's instant gratification, no downtime. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh. I love the name. That's awesome. So answer this question. I've never, we have some estheticians at the salon. Well, currently we do not, but, what do you do if somebody has filler in their face? Like as far as, massage, because I know there are people that have kind of worried about, it's going to dissolve my filler if you massage it, or you press too hard or whatever. I mean, there's so many.
It's too deep. It's subdermal. It's below the skin. So yes, if you're massaging the muscles, you're going to apply pressure to the area. So I'm conservative in that I wait 2 weeks after any type of injectables, unless the injector themselves tells me you can go ahead and treat this patient. I make them wait 2 weeks on neurotoxins and on fillers. So I don't want to manipulate it before it has a chance to settle.
Okay. That's good to know. I will say that there was a client one time that was like, they came into the salon and she was like, they dissolved my filler. And I was like, what? I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
That's not the case. Most likely what she experienced was when you first get injected, you get that nice swelling. And it's a little bit more. And that goes down. Yeah. It subsides. And then everybody's like, it went away. And I'm like, no, your before and afters are dramatically different. You just got used to the initial swelling on top of it. So
I think
that's why you always want before and after.
God, I know. That is so true, before and afters. And sometimes I've gotten filler before and I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to see the before and afters. Specifically, I go in without a makeup and I was just don't even show me. I don't care. But it is good for you guys to know, to be able to show before and afters. And I feel like you can tell in a facial after you've had manipulation to your face. I do feel like it really tightens and you can instantly see how your face glows from working the muscles, because those are muscles that you don't really typically get work. I mean, you're not working those muscles out. Yeah.
Absolutely. I sell a microcurrent device called the Zip, and it uses pico and nanocurrents like a physical therapist would use a TENS unit on atrophy muscles. And it's a device that you do at home for the face and the neck to tone and train and lift the muscles. It also increases the energy production of all the cells in the skin and the vasculature, the lymphatics, everything.
What kind of skincare do you carry?
We have our own line, Get Gorgeous, which is made by John, this fabulous PhD up in Connecticut. If you went to Central Casting in a movie studio and asked for like a lab nerd, you'd get John. And he's so sweet and so cute and so brilliant. So I love his formulations. And then the other that we carry primarily is Zeo from Dr. Obagi, probably my all-around favorite skincare line. That's what I use personally the most. And then we have Revision, which is what I used when I was pregnant, because they have a lot of retinol free options.
Oh, okay. Well, I know I messaged you not long ago about the neck
to firm.
Yeah. I mean, that is my biggest concern. Sometimes it's like just worrying about my neck, because I know that is an issue that bothers me. And I just never got with you because that cream, I think I bought the cream before. Actually, I've tried it somewhere else. I actually didn't try it anywhere locally. I was on an airplane and I typically buy that magazine, New Beauty. Every
New Beauty, I love it. Yeah.
Because it's like like $10 or $20. I don't know how much that magazine
Quarterly. It's expensive.
Yeah, it's an expensive book. And so I will savor it in an airplane, which is kind of dumb because actually half the magazine is like before and after advertisements for plastic surgeons. Uh-huh. So you're in the airport or you're in the airplane and you're like, okay, boobies, boobies, boobies. And hope you know who you're sitting by.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at you like, what are you looking at?
That's been me, yes. But actually, being in the industry, people start to ask me about it, and I'll talk to them. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I never met a stranger.
Well, so what do you think the best thing for the neck is? Like, what's
the best thing for any skin on your body is sun protection.
Sure.
After that, retinol, vitamin A levels in your skin, got to get them ramped up. For a neck specific product, everything I'm going to tell you to use is the same for any part of your body, just about. But I do like Nectarfirm because it addresses the adipose tissue. It's just the best all around for the specific needs of that area. But don't do that if you're not already doing sunscreen, already doing retinols, already doing antioxidants. Like, that's bonus points. It's not foundational.
Right.
I recommend it to everybody. I say, unless you're a baby, you need Nectarfirm. But in addition to that, in the clinic, I'd recommend any type of skin tightening treatment. And that's going to be things like Fractora, which is microneedling with radiofrequency skin tightening. Forma we have, which is radiofrequency skin tightening on its own. We have Ultherapy, which I like because it is ultrasound skin tightening. It tightens in the dermis the same level as the Forma does, but it's the only thing that goes all the way down to the fascia. And fascia is something that's really overlooked in skincare and body work. Is you've got to be able to manipulate, hydrate, strengthen the fascia.
You know what? I had a conversation about fascia recently because we were talking about those rollers or the things for your body, those fascia roller things.
Yes.
So that's the same thing up here, which, do you know what that is? Please tell her what that is.
Fascia is connective tissue. Technically, every cell in your body, the membrane is connective tissue, but there's fascia lines that run all over your body. And like, if you have trigger points or knots in your muscles, that's where the fascia is in a tight bundle and it needs to be released. There's 10 times more nerve endings in the fascia than there are in the muscles themselves. So it's really underrated bit of tissue. The expression lines that we get that we treat with Botox and other neurotoxins, that's where the fascia is connecting the skin to the muscle. So a lifetime of making those expressions causes the expression lines. You got to build up the skin, the collagen, the elastin, the ground substance of the skin. You got to relax the muscle. But if you massage out and hydrate, treat that fascia, you don't need the neurotoxins in a perfect world. I like neurotoxins to shape the face more than to get rid of wrinkles.
That makes sense.
Well, so then would you say like a jade roller or something is the same thing as that huge fascia roller thing? Like what, like, I don't understand what that, you know what I'm talking about though. The little,
there's the fascia blaster.
Yes. It's like
and they make a face blaster too. And there's knockoffs, but the density of the plastic isn't ever right. I've tried them all. I do the face blaster in the shower at the end of my shower almost every day.
How would you do that on your neck? Because it's so skinny and like, oh.
Yeah, the face blaster's little.
Oh.
It's like smaller than a Snickers bar.
I do like a Snickers bar.
So is there a brand of that you buy? Like what, you said you've tried them all and some of them aren't as good.
Yeah, if the density of the plastic is flimsy and cheap, you're not going to hit the right layer of skin tissue. You're kind of very superficial and fast. If you're too superficial, you're just getting the skin. If you're too deep, you're getting into the muscle. And you want to be, the fascia is that thin layer of tissue between the muscle and the skin.
Do you sell one?
No, the girl who makes the good one, her name's Ashley Black, and she doesn't wholesale to anybody. You got to go straight through her. And hence the reason I've tried all these other brands, and hers really is the best. So Fascia Blaster, Face Blaster by Ashley Black. But it's the easiest thing. At the end of your shower, the tissue's all nice and heated up, and you can just pick an area, do your neck one day, your forehead another day, your crow's feet the next day.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I'm huge on that.
Your skin looks fabulous, so I definitely do that.
Oh my gosh. Well, so what do you feel like, what's the best home remedy, like at home thing that you could do if you're quarantined to keep up before you come back to you?
I'm convinced we're getting shut down again. I hope it's a lot more targeted, but I'm paranoid. I'm
I'm so
paranoid.
paranoid too. I mean,
I'm literally in the process. I met with Rosemary Hallmark today. She's fabulous if you're familiar with her. And she's building a website so that I can do tutorials on at-home skincare. And I'll have at-home skincare devices available for people to take care of their skin at home. When I came back from just being gone for maybe 2 months, I went without seeing people. I was like, I didn't realize how much I was holding you together. Let's talk about what you're doing at home or need to be doing at home. So get on a retinol. If you get stuck at home again, that's the best time to ramp up the vitamin A levels in your skin. Your skin loves vitamin A. It uses a ton of it for all its cellular productions and functions. So retinoids, retin A, retinol, all that, those are the only ingredients FDA approved for both anti-acne and anti-aging benefits. And they're one of only 2 classes of ingredients. The other is sunscreen, approved, FDA approved for anti-aging. So if you can take that time to go through the acclimation process of getting the vitamin A levels in your skin optimal, then you're just on maintenance and you can be rocking and rolling. But that's the biggest hurdle to getting the optimal vitamin A levels in your skin is the downtime while your skin tries to play catch up, because it's really whipping your skin into shape. Like if you entered a boot camp workout program or something.
I mean, seriously, if we get shut down again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I
I'm
think
gonna lose my
it's a
mind.
possibility. They rolled back all of California's reopening today.
Mm-hmm. Numbers are not good.
The numbers are going up, and it's
please wear your mask.
Really.
I know. Okay, so y'all, I have to tell you this. So I was coming home yesterday, and I stopped and I had to get gas. And I keep masks on me at all times. I have a bunch in the car, and I even keep winter gloves in the floorboard only for getting gas. Okay, so I'll get gas with them, and then I take them off and throw them, knowing that whatever is on it will go away before the next time I get gas. And so Matt was asleep in the car, and all of a sudden I had to go in and blah blah blah. I come out of the car. I come out of there, and my first thing was nobody is wearing a mask. And I was at a busy gas station outside. No one was wearing a mask inside. The workers were not wearing masks. They did have the plexiglass, but I have a mask on. And I mean, I was just like, get me out of here. And Matt is literally up like this in the window. And to the point where he's yelling and you're the problem! You're the problem, people! And I was like, shut up. We're going to get shot in freaking Podunk, wherever we are. And he just would not stop. And he was like, I was worried about you, that nobody had a mask on and you took a long time. And oh my God, I'm so sorry. But it was true though. I mean, it was. I mean, people in certain areas I don't understand why. It's hot. It is fucking hot. Mm-hmm. The salon did not have air conditioning all weekend.
Ooh.
So it's finally fixed now, and
I mean it was heat advisory all weekend.
Yeah, it's so terrible. But
I just think it's sad.
I couldn't do anything about it. But the mask situation, it is really hot, but we do it for a reason. I mean, right? I mean, there's a reason for
I've
it.
put up with a lot worse.
Yeah. You take the time and you take care of your skin, and you don't even have to do anything here. You can just put vitamin E or whatever you do, vitamin C. Did you ever before you did what you're doing, did you ever take capsules of vitamin E? Is it vitamin E that was the capsules or vitamin?
No, because I've been saving up babysitting money since 8th grade to buy skincare books. I knew that there was published data showing that topically that those vitamin E's can actually cause more inflammation than they do fight off oxidative damage.
Really?
Little known thing.
I love that you knew exactly what you were going to do from 8th grade on.
That's so impressive because, that was not, I mean, I didn't even know what an esthetician was in 8th grade or high school.
My oldest sister's like my mom. She's 10 years older than me. So when she would come home from Tuscaloosa, she had to cart me everywhere. And she would take me to her esthetician, Melissa Moore, in Shreveport, who was amazing and would let me come in the room and explain to me, this is how we do the eyebrows and this is how we do the extractions. And so then I'd go to like slumber parties and do it on my friends. So
Wait, are you from Shreveport?
I'm from Shreveport.
I'm from Shreveport.
I didn't know that. I went to Loyola.
Oh my God.
What's that?
I went to Loyola.
Okay, so I went to Catamagnet.
Okay, yeah. I grew up in South Highlands. Okay, I'm 42.
I am too. What? So did you graduate in 96?
Yes.
Me too. Grew up in South Highlands. What street did you grow up on?
Ontario, 900 block.
Yeah, so I was a 600 block of Ratcliffe, so I was just a few blocks away.
That is crazy.
Strange. Yeah.
Oh my God. That is so
I mean,
nice.
Shreveport's not that big, so you would think
Not.
that, like, both of us being in Little Rock, we would have figured that out at some point in the world.
No, I have a neighbor who went to Shreve, though. That's like another universe. So.
It is. But I knew people at all this, I went to, for middle school, I went to Broadmoor.
Wait, so did I.
So we were there at the same time? That's insane.
Yeah.
That is so weird. Well, are your books, are you pretty busy right now? I mean, are you not?
Summer's the quiet time of year.
Yeah.
In the industry because people are traveling. Even now, a lot of people are still going to the beach. COVID is a constant interruption. So I've had to take off 4 days, I think, so far to get tested or wait for somebody else's test results and quarantine. So it's a lot of stop, start. So we're doing a lot of facials and a lot of skin tightening right now. More laser than I really normally would do in the summertime because people aren't going out. Some people aren't going outside. They're just staying inside, not going anywhere, doing Instacart or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, yeah.
It's
just different.
Are you the only esthetician there?
No, there is another one, Christina. She's fabulous. She has almost 20 years experience as well. And she came from a local dermatology practice that she loved, but she really wanted to get more into the aesthetic glam stuff. Because what most dermatology practices are going to focus on is skin cancer. So I'm so happy to have her. She's very opposite of me. I have that skin that you can just beat it up and do anything to it and it's fine. And she is so sensitive. Like if you look at her skin crossways, it's going to flare up and get red. So it's nice to have people that approach things differently and you can collaborate and give each other great ideas.
Well, that is so cool. Well, I'm so excited. So how do people find you on Instagram, social media, all that stuff?
At ACQ Beauty. That's for Facebook and Instagram. And then I'm launching my website and my YouTube channel September 1st. So thank you. I'm excited. So if people go ahead and follow me on either of those pages, then they'll start getting notifications to for when we're launching all that. So I'm very excited about it. I never intended to own my own business. It just kind of worked out that way. Mm-hmm. And I call myself that unwitting entrepreneur, but I love it now. I have developed a taste for it.
Yay. Well, how long have you been in the business?
Well, I did it straight out of high school. So 21 years, 22 years.
I will say, because
not counting school.
If you think about, for me, when, if I would have, I always wanted to do hair. I've always loved hair, always. But at my age, it's so different now because at the time when I graduated, it was like, what do you want to do? I would love to do that. But it had this persona of beauty school. You know what I mean? And it's so different now.
I know. I love it though.
It's the best industry in the world. You just have to be a go-getter and you have to work hard and not, it doesn't just come to you. You have to work.
My parents were both doctors and everybody thought I was going to be a doctor because I always did great on all my tests and science classes and things. And I knew I just wanted to be an esthetician. And it was a lot of convincing them to let me go to school for that. But now I don't even have to explain to people what I do. They used to think I did anesthesiology and now people get it. And it's community of estheticians. I love it. Like I was watching a podcast before this young Black guy, Ralph Cole with dreadlocks in North Carolina, not the image that you picture when you think esthetician. He just graduated. He's got this infectious personality. He's got he's killing it and blowing up huge. So he has a podcast called Learn Me While I Sip, and you drink your wine and learn about skincare. You would never have seen that when I got started in aesthetics. So I love the diversity that we're seeing, and the people in America especially are becoming more aware of skincare. And if you love your trade, you can just take it and run with it and create business and take it as far as you want. I love that.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that people are using the platform for reaching out and sharing knowledge, you know. I mean, she's the one that knows all the techie stuff, you know. She's the brains behind this whole operation. But it's fun.
I've been listening to the podcast, but I haven't gone all the way back to the beginning. I just finished Niles. I'm kind of going,
Niles is hilarious.
Everybody loves Niles. I'm kind of hung around, but I haven't heard, how did y'all get started?
Well, I mean, Emily and I always talked about doing this.
We've talked about it for years.
Yeah.
We've known each other for a long time, and it's just because of the quarantine situation, and she, had our business closed, and I was, she's like, let's do it, and let's just do it. And I was like, okay, fine, let's just do it.
Yeah. It was like, I had nothing else to do during the quarantine, and I was like, okay, we've got to just do social media, and I've just got to keep putting stuff out there. So it was like the time. I mean, you just have to do it. You just have to get out there and do it. And it's been fun. I love that we can sit together now instead of doing all three Zoom.
Oh, wow.
I'm happy to, it's evolving. I think we're doing, it's fun. We learned to, I come in today and I was like, I have a new idea. So, I mean, we're both kind of like trial and error, right?
Yeah.
So.
And as y'all talk to people, you develop this whole community. It's great.
Yeah. It's totally fun. So, well, I would love to have you back on sometime. If you, yeah. Well,
maybe when you launch your channel.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I should do skincare all day.
Yeah. Reach out when you get your channel, and we'll do another one.
Okay. Thanks.
So, cheers to you.
Cheers. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thanks, girl. See you later.